call it. But on the topic of Fresh and Fit, and so Fresh on the topic of Fresh and Fit, so Fresh and Fit got into like a YouTube creator beef with AbaAndPreach.
Which is crazy because if you don't know them at all, they do totally separate things. Like they should never cross at all. And they were like, I don't know why. Like they're over here and Fresh and Fit's over here, and for some reason they got into a freaking beef.
Yeah. So the thing is that happened was actually one of the episodes right before, so they had Abba on in person. And then Preach was on virtually or whatever because Abba was able to make it down to Miami. So he was in their studio and he actually ended up calling them out for something that they said, you know what I'm saying, about him. You know what I'm saying? Because they said he was a blue pill beta man or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? So he called who was the one that said it? Myron. Myron was the one that said it about him. But when he confronted him about it in person, he got all like timid or whatever, whoop. And then very next so then later on down the road, Fresh had said something out. He said some outlandish mess about he's like, oh, it's no, they were reacting to that same episode. So that same episode, Fresh had said some, I don't want to he said, what did he say? What the heck did he say? He said, oh yeah, I'm not trying to just like get her pussy. Like I want her soul or some mess like that. It was really corny and like weird, like to say like, so yeah, so like they both stopped, you know what I'm saying? Like Preach just started laughing and then he like, I think he ended up leaving the stream right after that. He was like, bro, I'm not gonna stay in there for that. That's cap, you know what I'm saying? Cause he was saying, cause he said, you know what I'm saying? You don't, it was about the topic of like paying for pussy, basically. I don't know any other way to say that. So paying for sex.
Paper box.
I could have said
paper box.
I could have said a whole lot of things. But anyway, so he basically said, I can't with myself. So he excuse me. So he was paying. So he said that, you know what I'm saying, like if you pay for it, they don't respect you, you know what I'm saying, when you pay for it, which I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying, like I'm following your mindset because you're looked at as a customer and you can't really like get with her because she sees you as a customer, not as a actual like person of interest, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, I get what you're saying in that regard. I got you, bro. I get yeah, so he had what was I saying? Oh yeah, so he was saying that you know what I'm saying, like dang it, I forgot what I was saying. Alan, just go because I lost my train of thought.
All right, so pretty much too long in the read. We have these one podcast does reaction, the other one they talk about the deep psychological with women and dating and stuff like that too, and what they do. So the reaction podcast, they reacted to Fresh and Fit about a segment, and they were kind of calling them out on everything, just about what they were saying because of what they did before. Damn, Kev, that's loud. So and now pretty much they were beefing, and then Fresh and Fit, they made it real personal. So they're saying that, you know, we're better than you. You're married to like a beluga whale, and they kind of made it really, really personal about it. Which is kind of disgusting, by the way, too, because it's like because when someone disagrees with your ideas, now you go and you insult them as a person and who they're married to. You know, that was kind of messed up. So I don't know, Shar or Celine, did you guys see that at all, or were you guys no? Okay, so pretty much how do you feel? I'll put it this way: how do you feel when you make a point and instead of attacking your point, they attack you as a person? How do you feel about that?
That's called
that's pretty
fallacy.
Because that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, that's irritating. I try to.
That's people's go-to. That's people's go-to. Like when they are already defeated, they like go on a rampage. But obviously, like in the video, you can see that they were using it as a 5 minutes of fame type of deal. Like they, brought out the hats and, were talking very loud and obnoxious. And it seems like they're like looking for something to start just to be able to like get more views or more subscribers, whatever. Like, I mean, he kept saying how the other guys had more subscribers than them. Like, that was like the main thing he kept repeating over and over and over and over again the whole time. Like, we don't even have as many
Those are the
subscribers as
symptoms of an
y'all. We
insecure
don't even
male,
have as
man.
many views as y'all. But yeah, it was like, it was giving me little dick. Like, that's what it was giving.
I'm telling
Like,
you, he
No,
got to
so
talk about how more
for real.
successful they are and all this instead of attacking the argument. That's like,
that,
come on.
and then he's the main proponent of like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to buy these women. You don't need to pay for pussy, like all this other stuff. You're an alpha man. You need to do this, do that. And then he's on an escort site, like trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like he has a profile to get escorts. You know what I'm saying? To get a sugar baby. It's a sugar
Did
baby.
you read his profile? It's
Get a,
wild too.
yeah,
He's
that's
like, there's three things. 3% of men are over 6'2". Only 5% of this make a 300K, and it's like, bro, what are you trying to do? Sell yourself?
No, which he was,
Like,
and I think what sucks because the argument that was made against it, with that, what they were saying, it was because they were trying to say that you can't be alpha male if you're paying per box, and then he was
and then
saying,
you
I can
paying
see.
for it.
No. He's saying I can see what you think that, but then you have these. He was saying the reason why people do it. You have these CEOs, you got these NBA players, you got these NFL players because they say they pay for it for discretion, they pay for it for convenience. Like that too. Are you paying for it just because you want to get some? And it doesn't make you any less alphas.
Confidentiality.
Yeah. That was like the discretion. And then he was saying just because you pay for it doesn't make you any less alpha. It's a tool because you're an alpha. It's another tool that you're able to use for it. And that's what he was saying. And that's what he was talking about. So he was saying, I see your point, but I disagree with it because these are my examples. And then Fresh and Fit, they got all mad about that. And instead of even attacking those points, they went after them, and like you said, they got loud, they got obnoxious, they were yelling about it. They say, hey, we're better than you, we're more successful than you, you're married to a beluga whale, you can't do this, you can't do that. And that's the thing, like, I don't even watch Fresh and Fit, but now it makes me like, I don't want to watch it, because if someone brings up a counterpoint and you can't say, oh, and then you can't even say, like, okay, I get what you're saying, but I'm talking about 90% of the population, not the 10% that are power players. And that's what I meant, or let me go redress your point. And they couldn't even do that. And then, so you're like, what? You're like, and you're so insecure because they were called out on what they actually did.
Yeah. When people resort to ad hominem arguments, they're losing. They didn't have nothing else to say. That's really it. So they started saying everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Smooth?
And then regardless, like, I don't care how many subscribers somebody got or how many views they got. A lame person don't never stop being lame. Like,
Period, child. Period.
A lame person don't never stop being lame. No matter how much money they got, no matter how much anything they got, they gonna show how lame they are with whatever, because they gonna make you more lame moves. Like, that's just how I look at it. I see through all
And that's
that.
on
So
period.
it's just like, no, they was giving me really lame and
So did
really
they take the video
small
down
penis.
too?
No, the
Because
video
I
was still
couldn't
up
find the
there.
video. I could only find clips. That like Abba and Preach themselves reacted
Fresh
to.
Fit took all their videos down because they started to lose subscribers and they were getting like negative thumbs down. Like, it was bad for them. Like, it was legit bad for them.
Shouldn't have done that. They done killed their own brand, damn near.
Yeah. They're definitely trying to apologize, backpedaling like really hard because
They cancel themselves.
Oh yeah, no, because they challenged them to a boxing match too. And then they were like, and the guy's like, I'll be down there, let's go. And then they're like, wait, no, and then that's when they started doing like the apologizing. Because I think the main thing was after he made fun of like the dude's wife, that was fucked up.
Yeah,
like that was. It's like, what? It's like, why are you bringing someone else into it?
He was repeating the same thing over and over and over again. Like,
he was doing that. But
I found his profile real quick. I found his profile.
I post that. Go to his fucking bio. It is crazy.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to. scroll down. I'm finna
Yeah,
scroll down. It's
but
His
I'm
bio
saying, like, it's
screams
one thing.
narcissist.
Yeah, but it's one thing to go and repeat the same thing over and over again, but you're bringing in some dude's wife that you never even met, and you're gonna go and insult her. I'm like, that's like, why? That's fucked up.
Yeah, so check it. Like I'm just here to find a brunette chick to compliment my Braun trophy right that is
Sorry, I
pregnant
want you to
with
see this.
our mulatto baby. Just kidding. Then he says, social media influencer, content creator. I run a podcast in Miami. I bet vodka and soda. You can't guess my ethnic background in 2 tries. I own my own high ticket. Where's that wild thing? Not to sound cocky, but there it goes. Not to sound cocky, but here's the numbers. Only 4% of the male population is over 6'2". Less than 3% of males make over 300K. Only 5% of men are in shape with abs. You lucked out because I have all 3 in one package. So yeah, I'm picking for
Oh my god.
beauty.
That's freaking ridiculous.
Common, high value men are not. Be prepared to compete.
I'm sick of men like this.
Look at this man. You can just tell
shut
he's
the
a
fuck
narcissist.
up. Shut the fuck up.
He's a
Nobody cares.
narcissist.
Right.
Yeah.
God.
That's how you know he don't really have
I'm
much
literally-
personality.
I'm sick
Right,
of men
it's
like
giving-
this, and I keep coming across men like this. I'm sick of them acting like they're just like
Well, because
God's green earth, and it's a
He has no
like
real
they're-
personality
no.
that could attract people. You know.
So what do you
Wait,
have
wait,
to actually
wait.
offer, sir?
It's giving.
Keep running
It's
into
giving
these
shrimp.
people. How you keep running into these people, Shar? Like, where are you at? Where you go?
Because
I'm in
they
DC.
everywhere, bro. Yeah.
Well, no,
Yes, they are everywhere.
they're everywhere. But I think with the advent of social media now too, and all these dating sites,
Yeah.
it makes it so they pop out, and it's
Yes.
a double-edged sword because
So now
like
when
you
I
said,
go on
he-
dates,
he-
the first thing that men bring up is, so Kevin Samuels. Like, that's the first topic of conversation. I'm sick of this shit. I am sick of it.
well,
Kevin
because
Samuels has
because
given a lot of men a lot of audacity.
Who's bringing up
Sorry.
Kevin Samuels first date?
I'm telling you, every date I have
Yeah,
been
you
on
don't
in
do that.
the last 4 or 5 months, the first thing that comes up in the conversation is, so Kevin Samuels, let's talk about him. No, nigga. I don't want to talk about that
Yeah.
nigga. I don't support Kevin Samuels. I don't watch his shit no more because he's not getting no views from me. He's not getting no support from me.
well, I never.
Sorry,
watched
I had
him,
a
so
moment.
I was no, it's good. No, but I
I
think
had yet to
unfortunately,
actually watch a video.
You know what's crazy?
Nah.
If you think about I don't know, y'all say you haven't watched Fresh and Fit, but I have. But like just looking at that dude's profile, he is the exact same as the women he be trying to bash. He's literally the exact same.
Yeah.
He's just the male equivalent of it.
Facts.
Well, no,
Lame.
but that's
He's
because
lame.
these days that's what they.
He's
that,
worse than the
some
women he
reason-
try to bash. Honestly,
First of all,
No,
I think that man is gay.
a
I don't
fan.
think he likes women. Whatever.
No, he's definitely the same. I think the problem is that
I now don't have LGBTQ ABC.
I have nothing against gay people. Yeah, I have nothing against gay people. But how are you giving women advice on how to get men when you don't even like women? So whatever. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
No, that's why.
Stand proud and stand loud.
He's
Come
just
on out
lame.
the closet. It's okay. I have love for LGBTQ plus, but he's out here faking it to make a dollar, and people are falling for that shit.
He's giving really little. He's giving shrimp. He's giving shrimp. That's the best thing that
Hey, I love y'all. I love my
guys that talk-
LGBTQ plus community. I love y'all. I ain't got nothing
Guys
against
that
y'all, but tell
talk about
it.
that.
Tell your friend to come out the closet.
I think with that we
Get
should
out
wrap
the
this up.
closet.
So you ladies, you guys have any final words?
Stay black, stay happy. That's all I got.
Look, y'all was wilding. Like, I'm just sitting here like, y'all really like just going in on this man like this. He wasn't even a topic of conversation. I'm like, hell,
I don't know how we got here. I thought we were ending it at the topic before this.
no,
We're
but you
ending it
were like, but Kevin Samuels, I'm tired of hearing about him.
No,
I hate him.
I am tired of hearing about that nigga.
To the ground.
I am tired of hearing about that the I word.
Well, anyway, I'll put it this way. This was episode 54 of the Home Run with Smooth podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. We are all in the same time zone, so this is lively. Kev's coming back right now, So we'll say bye with Kevin now.
Like, comment, and subscribe, and we are out of here.